Hello, merhaba. Let's learn how to ask questions in Turkish today. Last time we learned some question words such as ne and nerede, what and where. Now we will ask different types of questions like is it, are they, and so on. There is a particle mı, which has 4 variations. Of course, mı, mi, mu, and mu according to the vowel harmony. And so you just add that, but attention, those are not stressed. All the suffixes we were adding were stressed. For instance, patates, patatesler, patateslerim. But if you ask questions, you add mi in the end, it's not stressed. So it goes like this. Patates mi. See, the stress is on patates and mi is not stressed. But it shouldn't pronounce separately. It's pronounced together with the word. Patates mi. Is it a potato? Bu patates mi. Is it a potato? You answer evet, yes, or hayır, no. You can ask, for instance, bu elma mı? Hayır, bu havuç. Okay, so you answer evet or hayır, yes or no. Bu soğan mı? Evet. Bu nar mı? Evet. Bu çiçek mi? Hayır. Bu elma. And so you see that for havuç we say mu. Havuç mu. Because u requires u. Remember the vowel harmony. For nar we say ı. And for çiçek we say i. Çiçek mi. Yeah, and there is also mü, which is used, for instance, this is göz, as I said. This is eye. And this thing that I'm wearing here is called gözlük. So, I will ask, bu gözlük mü? Evet, bu gözlük. Yes, these are glasses. That's true. And by the way, in English, glasses are in plural, but in Turkish, singular. Gözlük. Then you can ask, like, are these pens? Bunlar kalemler mi? Okay. Bunlar kaşıklar mı? Bunlar kitaplar mı? And then you can also ask, is it your book? Are these your books? For instance, I want to ask, is this your book? You're in singular. Bu kitabın mı? Is this your book? Evet, bu kitabım. Are these your, in plural, your glasses? Bunlar bardaklarınız mı? See how it goes. Bardaklarınız mı? Evet, bunlar bardaklarımız. So, you need to write that mı separately, but pronounce it together, jointly, and also needs to be unstressed. That's very important. So, for instance, if you say bunlar mı, this doesn't work. Bunlar mı? And we can learn some adjectives. We can ask about things. For instance, we can look at the pomegranate and say, is it a good pomegranate? Is this pomegranate good? How do we say it in Turkish? You know the word good. İyi. In this case, bu will be like this in English. Will be a pronoun. This pomegranate will be bunar. Bunar iyi mi? Is it good? İyi mi? Evet. Bu soğan iyi mi? Evet. But you can also use other words if we learn a couple of other words. Let's learn, for instance, the words büyük and küçük. These are important words, big and small, that are used a lot. So we can ask, bu patates büyük mü? Evet, büyük. Bu soğan büyük mü? Evet. Bu soğan büyük mü? Hayır. Bu soğan küçük. Bu elma büyük mü? Evet. Bu elma büyük mü? Hayır. Bu elma küçük. And then I can also ask you, is your house large? Eviniz büyük mü? And you can say, our house is small. Evimiz küçük. I can ask, is your car small? But let me use the familiar you, like a singular you. Araban küçük mü? Hayır, arabam büyük. We can also learn some other pronouns. Like in English, you use the pronouns this and that. So let's say I have one apple sitting here, one apple sitting here, and one apple sitting all the way there. So this will be bu elma. Bu elma küçük, bu elma iyi. And then I want to show that one. I need to use the pronoun o. O elma iyi. O elma iyi. That apple is good, for instance. I can also, when I point my finger to something, when something is not really very close here, but over there kind of, and not very far, but usually I would use another pronoun, şu. Şu is also like this one. Here it is, like the following one. For instance, when you talk about something and you say şu, like the following, this. So I can, for instance, show and say şu elma iyi. Şu. This one. Bu elma küçük. So in the same way I could say o kitaplar iyi. O kitaplar iyi. Yeah. Especially if they are far from me. I can use bu and o. Bu elma, o elma. And we can learn about people, what we ask about people, because we learned how to ask what. Let's learn how to ask who. So you say bu ne? What is this? You can also ask bu kim when you ask about people. Bu kim? Who is it? Bu annem. Annem. Anne means mother. Bu annem. O kim? O babam. He is my father. O babam. He can ask questions. Bu annen mi? Is this your mother? Evet. Bu baban mı? Hayır. So I hope I have been able to explain you some of the very basic foundational rules in Turkish and to show how it works. Like a game when you have to put everything in the right order and then it works. So with some more practice you will be able to use it. And now I say goodbye until our next lesson. İyi günler.